Well, top of the morning to you, Julie.
Hi, Jackie.
We're here at Chippy White Table, and we have a special celebration today. We're wearing the green, and we're ready for a St. Patrick's Day party.
Yes, we've set the table for a very fancy, classy, but cozy St. Patrick's Day meal.
I mean, this time of year, we're so looking forward to that lush green that we don't have right now.
Yes.
So this is a great interpretation for us. Why don't we just go around the table and we can give folks some inspiration?
Of course, like you said, we're really inspired by spring right around the corner, hopefully sooner than later. So I really wanted to show that on the tablescape, make it fun, earthy, springy, all the things. So we started with just a really pretty gauzy table runner to lay down first in a sage green color. And then on top of the runner, I added a layer of moss. So this moss is actually real. This is real moss.
Wow.
If you were to put that in water, it would grow, which is really
love
neat.
it. It is.
So of course you can find moss in nature, but you can also find it at like a local garden center. So we just got some florals from the local florist here in Tunkhannock, and we have baby's breath, we have green carnations, which are cool because they
Yes.
kind of have that clover look.
They do.
And then bells of Ireland, of course.
I love these. And you know what? I think it's fun, all of the different shades of green that you use.
Yeah, so you can pick lots of different shades of green. It doesn't have to be just one, and it kind of gives it that really fun layered look
It
and
does.
makes it elegant.
Now we have some fun things to look for too, because like there's a lot of little things in here that you don't realize what they are until you just take a good look at them,
Yes.
and they all mean something.
Yep, everything kind of goes together and is a little nod to the theme.
Yeah.
So one of the things that we wanted to do was create a favor for the guests, and so we got little terracotta pots, which again you can find at the local garden center.
I love these. We have our little pot of gold.
A little pot of gold. So inside of the pot we put some moss, some like Spanish moss, and then just filled it with gold candies.
And then your napkins too, the gold theme.
So these napkins we just kept on the gold theme for St. Patrick's Day and tied them in a knot to kind of like nod to the Celtic knot.
Yeah, I like that so much. And then on the plate we have our name tags. Right?
Yes.
Which is another fun idea that you've done.
Yep, so the name tags are inspired by the Blarney Stone, which is another nod to the Irish
Love it.
traditions. So this is just a little river rock, you know, that you can find down by the creek or the riverbed. And they say if you kiss the Blarney Stone upside down, you will have a gift of persuasion and elegance.
I like. Oh, I need to do that.
Yeah, me too.
I love it. I love it. I also like the glassware that you use because it looks like some of it's vintage.
Yes, you know at Chippy White Table we love our vintage collection of glassware and dinnerware, so we got those out for this special occasion. So I always say if you have grandma's dishes or anybody's that you've inherited or just things you save for a special occasion, this is the time to get it out. So we've used our mismatched glassware for water, and then we also have these really awesome vintage coupe glasses. So these are normally, of course, used for champagne, but we made a specialty cocktail. So this drink is what we've called the Shamrock Sipper.
Ooh, I like that name.
Try to say that 3 times fast.
No thanks.
So in our Shamrock Sipper, we just have ginger ale, mint, cucumber, and then of course a little bit of lime around the edge with some gold sprinkle to add to the theme of our party.
Oh my gosh, I love these festive drinks.
Me too.
You know, it just adds to. You feel so special when you're
feels
having
so
something
fun.
like this. And the way you have the cucumber slice, as a little shamrock, is just absolutely
Nod to the
adorable.
theme. Yep,
Yeah,
thanks.
so many details that actually, when you have a party like this and everyone's sitting around the table, it is fun to kind of spot the different things that,
Yes.
you know, have been created.
Without the theme being right in your face,
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
the little nods to the theme throughout. I think that just adds a touch of class to
I agree.
the party that you're throwing.
I just love this addition here to the table. Let's talk about it.
Yes, so if you really want to impress your guests, you'll make a themed snack board. So here we have a St. Patty's Day themed snack board with all things green. There's fruits, there's vegetables, there's nuts, and you can even add some dips with like guacamole or spinach dip with this
it's
also.
adorable.
And then of course the little rainbow in the middle.
I love it. Honestly, Julie, you thought of everything.
Aw,
It's
thanks.
Perfect. Who wouldn't want to join us for this celebration?
Right, exactly.
Right?
I think St. Patty's Day can be really fun and a little bit of also a celebration of spring.
And of course, you always add a little touch of drama, don't you?
Yes,
right?
have to. So just for a little extra height on your table, add some dimension. We have these beautiful green gladiolas to just put in a really pretty, simple glass jar to add the finishing touch to your table.
I just love these. Everything's perfect. And of course, I wanted to point out the canopy that you have above us.
Yeah, so these are just branches that I took from a tree that had fallen down in my yard and brought them here, hung them up. You, of course, could do this on a smaller scale in your own home, or even just stick the branches in some smaller vases on the table.
Now, if you just need some Chippy White Table in your life for your special events, why don't you tell everybody how they can get in touch with you?
Sure thing. So we are located in downtown Tunkhannock. We have a beautiful showroom that you're welcome to come and visit. You can make an appointment to visit us via our website, which is chippywhitetable.com. We also have a Facebook page, Instagram page, and Pinterest page, and you just type in Chippy White Table to find those.
Excellent. Thank you, Julie, for having us here today at Chippy White Table. We had a blast, and cheers and happy St. Patrick's Day.
Cheers!
Thanks.